Encounter with the Family by Ryan Baker. The date is October 25th, 2494. The location is the town of Maplewind. Maplewind is a town in the Gerrakya Kingdom. The Gerrakya Kingdom is in the dimension of Octiviox. There's something going on in the town. Charlie Chapman was in the town. He was at the home of Maria Hamilton, his girlfriend. They were in the process of eating dinner with her parents. Maria's parents are John and Lauren Hamilton. Lauren had just served pot roast. Would you like some pot roast? Asked Lauren. Of course, said Charlie. At that moment, Lauren proceeds to serve Charlie some pot roast. Charlie starts eating some of the pot roast. This is strange, Charlie said to himself. It's really tough to chew. Charlie eats the pot roast. How does it taste? Asked John. It tastes great, said Charlie. At that moment, they talked for several minutes. They proceed to eat dinner. Soon enough, an hour has passed. They soon finish eating the meal. At that moment, John gets up from his chair. He goes over to the front door. He proceeds to engage the deadbolt lock on the door. He turns back to the family. I hope this one has better taste than Billy, honey, John said to Maria. What's going on? Asked Charlie. Don't ask, Maria whispered. Just run. I'll meet with you later. At that moment, Charlie gets up from his chair. John and Lauren approach him. I have a feeling that the next pot roast will be great, said Lauren. Charlie backs out of the room. He sees the family advance upon him. He notices Maria motions for him to run upstairs. At that moment, Charlie runs out of the area. He rushes upstairs. John and Lauren begin to chase after him. Watch out downstairs, said John. Don't let him escape, honey, said understood, said Maria. John and Lauren start chasing after Charlie. Charlie manages to get to the second floor. I have to find a way out of here, Charlie said to himself. Charlie looks around the area. He manages to find the stairs leading to the attic. He rushes towards the stairs. He manages to close the door behind him. He proceeds to barricade the door. He climbs up the stairs. He enters the attic. What is going on? Asked Charlie. It seemed normal at first, but it all went crazy in seconds. At that moment, Charlie looks around the area. I should find a way out of here, Charlie said to himself. He looks around the area. He frees the fire escape ladder. That's great, said Charlie. He also sees a nearby window. I should be able to use the ladder to escape out of here. Charlie said to himself. All I have to do is get to the window. At that moment, Charlie proceeds to move the items around the attic. He does it in an attempt to create a way to the window. Get to the window. He was making progress. At that moment, he starts hearing sounds. It is the sound of John attempting to break down the door. Hey, said John. He's up here. I'm coming, said Lauren. At that moment, Lauren joins John in their attempt to break the door down. Oh, great, said Charlie. I have to work quickly. At that moment, Charlie proceeds to pile the items faster. He grabs the fire escape ladder. He starts climbing the pile. He plies open the window. That's great, said Charlie. He attaches the fire escape ladder to the window frame. At that moment, he unrolls the ladder. He sees Maria. Come on, said Maria. Let's get out of here. At that moment, Charlie starts climbing the ladder. He hears the door, attic door breaking. Oh, great, said Charlie. They're in. He quickly climbs down the ladder. He manages to get to the ground. John and Lauren break into the attic. They see Charlie escape. He's getting away, said John. John and Lauren rush back downstairs. All the while, Charlie and Maria were making their escape from the house. Let's head over to my uncle's place, said Maria. If you say so, said Charlie. A moment later, they arrive at the home of Amos Hamilton. Maria's uncle. Amos sees them arrive. I'm glad you two have arrived, said Amos. That's great, said Maria. The police are on their way to handle the situation, said Amos. That's great, said Maria. There will finally be the end to this craziness. What's going on? Asked Charlie. Come on inside, said Amos. We'll explain everything. At that moment, the trio enters the house, and Amos explains the situation to Maria and Charlie. I get it now, said Charlie. Maria's parents are actually cannibals. Yes, said Amos. They have been disposing of Maria's former boyfriends. At that moment, they hear a car pull up. John and Lauren exit the car. "Oh, great," said Maria. "They're here. The cops should be here," said Amos. They see several police cars show up. The police proceed to surround John and Lauren. They aim their guns at the pair. John and Lauren surrender. The police proceed to arrest the couple. "Well," said Charlie, "that was easy." "Yes," said Amos. "Now the next part of your lives can begin." At the moment they start making plans, they have no idea what will happen next. The end. The realms are vast, the battles endless. Ride alongside Chaos Call the Wanderer for sanctums of redemption and shadow worlds. Follow Tyr's Katarian, the half-elf ranger, as she hunts secrets that could alter the fate of all existence. Subscribe to Fantasy and Science Fiction as Story Nori and join the Warrior Omega universe. Every tale it reveals a new legend. Ring the bell and step into the next chapter of destiny.